This is the part where I say, it's not just a podcast, it's the PONKast.
I dig it.
That's gonna be the opening.
That's pretty
So this is the PONKast, guys. So Derek Jones, you're my first guest.
What's up, guys?
Look at Derek Jones. Basically, this show is just where I'm gonna find as many people that I know and are willing to do this show and force them to put their phone aside and have a conversation.
Yeah, my phone's over there.
Yeah, see, you're not touching it.
I'm not touching it. It's charged.
I'm proud of you.
But I can see it, though. Is that a problem?
Well, no, as long as you don't touch it. It's
I'm not gonna
temptation.
touch it.
It's temptation.
This is true.
I don't think many people will be able to handle that task.
I'm fine without my phone.
Yeah, well, I that's kind of why you were my first person on here.
My man.
Because I know you could handle it.
My man.
So actually, Derek, I chose you for a different reason, too. I had the idea for this show for a while, but then I talked myself out of it. But then you invited me over here for the fight. And I was like, dude, Derek Jones, you're so friendly.
Wait. Yeah, I'm going to do this podcast, but then I'm not going to do it. But someone invited me over to their house for a fight, so I'm going to do it.
Yes.
Okay.
It can be that simple.
What? Makes
no
sense.
Because it's more, you're a good first person to have it with. Because you can have a conversation.
I mean, I think I can hold one.
Yeah, I mean, we're about to find out.
If
this flatlines, then it's on you.
No.
Yeah.
You're the one leading this.
Kinda. Well, I told you what it is. You have to keep it going.
All right.
So, yeah, the Lions just freaking won.
Oh, man. 20-point fourth quarter comeback. That's another fourth quarter comeback for the Lions. They had 8 of those last year. Yeah, they were going. The end of the fourth quarter, I believe it was 17. Well, you said you came over
17.
17-9.
But it was early third when that happened.
Okay, and then they scored again, and then it was 17-15.
So they were still technically down before the fourth.
It was 17-15. They went for the 2-point conversion and failed that. So it stayed at 17-15.
Okay.
Then the Galladay catch.
Galladay.
Okay, so that made it 7. No, wait, that can't be right.
No, there had to be more scoring while I was on the road.
Yeah, so, okay, whatever. When you got here, it was 21-17.
Yes.
Then the Galladay catch.
Made it nuts.
20. Yeah, that was nuts. Made it 28. Right?
Yeah.
And then
Pick 6?
the Miles Killebrew pick 6.
Oh, man. Carson Palmer had a horrible day. Yeah, he was choking more than somebody that chokes a lot. I don't know.
Yeah.
I didn't have a setup for that one. But yeah, no, that's week 1. We got to win.
We got to win. I mean, we got one of the best records in the NFL right now. We're the freaking Lions. Patriots have the worst record in the NFL right now. One of them, at least.
And they're the Patriots.
I mean, dude, this is like the tables have totally turned.
Did you hear anybody giving the Lions the Arizona game?
No, not a single person.
Yeah.
Not a single everyone was like, yeah, we're going to lose this game. We got such a tough schedule. We're going to, we're going to go 0-5 in the first 5 games and check this out. We're already 1-0.
Yeah,
1-0, man.
Because I only gave us 7 wins this year, actually.
I gave us 9, but I don't know which 9. I just said they're going to win 9.
That's fair.
I didn't really go through and pick.
I actually went through, and this was not one of the ones I thought they would win.
Yeah, I mean, going into the day, I think they'd win. I think they're going to lose against the Steelers. Yeah. I think the Falcons will give them a run for their money.
That'll be a scoring match, I think. Well, I don't know, because our defense might be able to do something.
Yeah, well, I mean, we'll see. It's basically Matt Ryan versus Matt Ryan, or Matt Stafford versus Matt Stafford, because they're essentially the same quarterback.
Man, that first quarter, I was ready to give up
on
the
my
season.
Gosh,
already.
I was like, we're going to go 0-16.
We made three or four, mistakes of the season in one quarter.
It was so bad. I mean, you had the pick 6, the fumbled snap for the extra point. What else? I mean,
he fumbled the
dropped
the snap on the punt and tried to run it out and got decked.
What the heck?
That poor little white boy.
Stupid.
He got destroyed.
Our kicker got hurt.
Yeah. Because he got decked.
Yeah, because he got decked on the sideline.
Oh, and then he let it bounce into the end zone, went back to grab it, and brought it back
out
on the kickoff.
Like, what are you doing? He brought it out to the 5 and got just smoked. What the heck is wrong with you?
Yeah, that was...
My 7th grade middle school team even knew not to do that.
See, I was ready to give up there, but they turned it around.
Idiots. I can't believe they turned it around.
I mean, some help from Arizona for, messing up a bunch.
I'd like to believe that the Arizona Cardinals actually pulled the Detroit Lions. They just gave that game away.
That's fair. The only thing they did wrong about that is they led early. We never do that.
That is true.
That is kind of backwards.
But if we were to lead early, we'd blow it.
That's how it would go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In that same sort of fashion.
I like your flag.
Thanks, buddy.
They're my remember.
Oh man, I got that the Parks and Devastation tour back in 2014, 15 out in Grand Rapids. They were with Bring Me the Horizon, Chiodos, and Motionless in White.
Ooh, I've seen all of those, but Chiodos.
Chiodos is eh. I'm not the biggest Chiodos fan. I mean, you could put A Day to Remember on tour with like
anyone
5 terrible bands, and I'd still go because A Day to Remember's there.
What did you think of the self-help lineup? No one comes.
Oh, it's amazing, and I can't go.
I know, it's a wedding, right? Is that what it is?
Yeah, well, it's a what's it called? A bachelor party that same weekend. But yeah, obviously it's for a wedding.
That's rough.
Yeah, well, it could be worse. At least
you've
I'm
seen
not.
them a bunch, right?
7 times.
7 times.
7 times.
Holy crap! I've seen a lot of bands, but I haven't seen anybody 7 times.
Are you for real?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I've seen them 7 times. And I've seen quite a other bit of bands, or I'm sorry, I've seen some of those other bands on that lineup quite a few times too.
Motionless in White and.
Well, they're not on the self-help lineup, are they?
No.
But like, is Pierce the Veil on that?
Yep.
I've seen them like 4 times.
Okay.
Trying to remember who else is on that lineup.
Falling in Reverse.
Screw Falling in Reverse.
I actually didn't care about them until we took Miranda's little sister to the one in Royal Oak.
Oh, that's the Royal Oak
Music Theater. They killed it, dude. They were nuts.
Is that the same tour where they kicked the Icy Stars off?
I don't know what any of those words meant.
Okay, so they were on tour. Falling in Reverse was on tour with, and Ronnie Radke's the lead singer.
Okay.
And he's a scumbag.
Of Falling in Reverse?
Of Falling in Reverse. Can I say this on a podcast?
Oh, yeah.
Is this slanderous? No? Okay.
No one cares. Some people might hate, but let them.
And, so he's had, like, drug problems or whatever. But he's a total doucher. Okay. Anyway, he claimed that Icy Stars was a bad influence on the tour, so he kicked them off the tour in their hometown.
Wow.
So when Icy Stars got to Detroit on that tour, he's like, "Nope, we're kicking you out."
And Icy Stars is from Detroit?
Yeah.
Oh, that's even more hurt.
Right? I mean, I'm sure there was a lot of people there to see Icy Stars not Falling in Reverse.
Right. It's like if when I Prevail was with Hollywood Undead, if Hollywood was Undead was like, nah, not in Detroit.
Exactly. It's stupid. And then,
right.
You know, Ronnie's like hit people. He like threw a chair into a crowd, gave some girl a concussion or some crap like that. I can't remember totally.
I think it chucked a beer at us.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
That doesn't
in his
surprise me.
defense, someone chucked a beer at him, but
well, I'd do it too. And no, I wouldn't waste a beer on that guy.
Oh yeah, no.
I'd chuck
that was my first thought was alcohol abuse.
He's an alcoholic.
Yeah. Well, I mean, but he was super good, but in the kind of way that, like, only somebody that's putting on that kind of performance is out of their mind. Like,
yeah.
Or nuts. Or
yeah.
A jerk. Self-centered.
No, he's a total self-centered jerk. Everything's about him. I mean, I don't know. I think he broke the lead singer of Mastodon's nose at a party and spent some time in jail.
I don't know if that's badass or terrible.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know why the lead singer of Falling in Reverse and the lead singer of Mastodon are even at the same party.
Yeah, what is that?
Kind of weird.
It's like a Rock on the Range kind of thing.
Yeah, kind of.
Too many bands in one place.
Yeah, it's strange. I don't understand it.
Let's see who else is going there. We got
yeah,
I mean, I'm almost more excited to see Rise Against.
Oh, that's right there. No, dude. I mean, I love Rise Against. I love me some Rise Against, but I mean, A Day to Remember. Come on now.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I've been a fan of Rise Against for since I was way little.
Since Guitar Hero.
Since before Guitar Hero, but also because Guitar Hero.
I didn't even know who Rise Against was before Guitar Hero.
But I think A Day to Remember put on a better performance live because I've seen both. But A Day to Remember only had a short set at Rock on the Range.
Oh, for real?
And they freaking blew it up, but it was way too quick. It was like, no, stay. Screw the other bands.
See, that's the problem with some of these big festivals. You only get a little bit of stage time.
Yeah, short sets.
Yeah, short sets. But they'll put on probably an hour and a half.
Yeah, that's kind of the first reason I bought tickets to this the second it was announced, because I was like, I gotta see a full set with them, especially because there was rumors that they were gonna break up.
What? Those were never true. No, those were never, ever. Those held no weight.
I think it's a very good way to sell tickets, though.
I mean, hey, we're going to break up. Come buy our tickets before it happens.
Sells out. Oh, I guess we won't break up.
We were kidding. Gotcha. I'd be mad.
Yeah.
I'd be mad. But were you at Chill on the Hill in 2014 when it was Rise Against, and Day to Remember, and The Offspring.
Oh, I've seen.
Oh, that was a heck of a lineup. Oh. The Offspring headlined night 1, and Rise Against headlined night 2. Whew. It was pretty sweet.
Yeah, I've always wanted to go to Chill on the Hill. I was a little unimpressed with last year's lineup.
Well, yeah, I was too, and I think most people were because they've canceled it. There is no more Chill on the Hill.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah, they're done with it. Yep, they put that to rest.
This is kind of what replaced it, almost.
Yeah, kind of. So
I don't
yeah,
think this is gonna be a regular thing, but
I hope it is. You know, self-help is a regular thing every year, just not in the same city every year.
Oh, okay.
So this is the first time they've done it in Detroit, and as far as I know, I don't think they've ever done 4 self-helps in 1 year. I think it's just been like we got one self-help. It'll be in whatever city. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw it was 4 places. I want to say Pennsylvania was one of them.
Pennsylvania, California, and then obviously down in Florida, and then here.
Yeah.
Not necessarily in that order.
Yeah, I don't even know.
I
just saw one in Detroit. I was like, I'm going.
Yeah, I'm going. Oh, man, I'm so jealous. It is weird, though, that they're doing it October 7th, which could get kind of chilly, and they're doing it at an outdoor venue.
Yeah, well, it's Chill on the Hill, huh?
Yeah, but Chill on the Hill was always in...
When was that?
It was always in September, and it chilled in that sense meant hang out, not come be cold.
Yeah, I always assumed it was snow.
No, not snow. Not snow.
Well,
but, I mean, hey, this is Michigan. There could be snow on October 7th.
It could also be 80 and sunny.
It could also be 80 and sunny. You never know.
We'll see what happens. I'm glad I brought that up with you, because you know a lot more than me.
Oh, man, I freaking love A Day to Remember.
There's very few people that share that kind of, like, for that kind you music.
Oh, I know. Yeah, it's upsetting.
Which is weird.
Most people like garbage.
Yeah.
Like Nicki Minaj.
Like every party I go to, I'm like, you guys would not like what I would be bumping right
exactly.
now.
I always feel the same way. And, like, everyone's always like, don't you love this song? When I'm at a party, don't you love this? I was like, I've never heard this song. I don't know this song. I don't listen to this music. It's
every time I go out to Grand Valley or any college parties, they're playing music and they're like, this is everybody's singing along. I'm like, this is awful.
It's funny. I went through the drive-thru at McDonald's the other day, and I was listening to Era. I don't know if you've ever heard of them.
I think so.
Pretty heavy. And so I'm listening to Era. I pull up to the drive-thru, and the guy, like, I got my window down, right? He opens up the window without looking at me, right? Starts to hand me a Happy Meal. Here's my music, and says, wait, no, you definitely didn't order the Happy Meal. And it wasn't because he saw my face as he's handing me the Happy Meal. It's because he heard my music and just, I guess, assumed really I couldn't be happy. Although I'm like one of the happiest people ever. So
that's true. I consider myself pretty happy. And if you listen to the stuff I listen to, it's like maybe not.
Yeah, it's like, but you gotta listen to the words. The presentation is different than the meaning behind. Like, so. I don't know, like I Prevail, you know, or even A Day to Remember. It might come off as like people are like, oh, he's so angry and mad and blah blah blah, but really no, they're pretty positive. Nice. Yeah, they're all pretty positive.
Yeah, like I've pretty much my entire reason for liking any music now has become because I think of when I saw it live.
Oh yeah,
like
for
live
sure.
Performances are my favorite thing in the world.
Yeah, there's a handful of bands that I, you know, like at Warped Tour or different concerts I've been to where like. I've never heard of these guys, but I'll be walking past them and they'll catch my ear and I'll stop and I'll listen to them and I'll like buy their CD and then they'll become one of my favorite bands.
Yeah, like one of them that I had never heard of ever was Bad Flower. And they killed it.
I've never heard of them.
Yeah, I don't even really know if they're really a band or if I was just freaking too much. But I walked up to their stage. It was like noon at Rock on the Range on Friday and... Like, they caught my ear because he did some tribute to Chris Cornell.
Oh, yeah.
And then they started doing their stuff, and I was like, it was really good. It was different, and he killed it.
Desperate. Oh, what? He killed the set or Chris Cornell?
Yeah. I say killed it a lot. It's such a positive thing. I'm just going to throw it out there for everybody else from now on.
They killed it.
They killed it. Is that bad?
No, that's good.
That's good.
That's good.
They murdered.
They murdered it.
Yeah.
I can see how that might be misconstrued.
Yeah. So, we were going to do this on Tuesday after your work. Where do you work at now?
I work for a company called Source One Metals.
Oh.
So we're just a small family-owned company. I've been, for a while I was doing, like, I didn't have a specific role.
You just kind of...
Yeah, I was the driver, right? So there was just 2 of us in the shop, me and a guy named Kevin. We cut metal, we would deliver metal, we would package metal, to go out UPS or on a freight truck. We have our own truck, F550. Now we've kind of gotten a little bit bigger. We have 3 guys in the shop now. 1 driver, his name is Jake. Guy that cuts all the metal, his name is Kevin. And then I'm the shipping and receiving coordinator, I guess. And so what I do all day is basically package metal, put it on a freight truck, print out paperwork, but occasionally I still cut metal on the saw too.
Yeah, whatever needs to be done.
Yeah, exactly.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's oh, I love it.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's very good.
Yes, sir. Yeah, it's a good gig. It's a good gig.
So, how long until you guys finish the Iron Giant?
Iron Giant?
You guys gonna make the Iron Giant?
Oh, man. We should.
You should.
We don't really have any iron, so we could do it out of aluminum.
Sorry.
Or steel.
Steel. Yeah.
The Steel Giant.
Steel Giant wouldn't be as cool. Maybe Iron Man? Oh, that's Iron
We don't have iron.
All my favorite
but we could get iron.
are iron.
Well, who else? I don't know.
Darth
We can make
Vader.
a Mega Man. I don't know. He's
Mega Man.
Yeah,
that would work.
A Darth
Is that
Vader.
Steel? Is that steel?
I don't know. I don't know if it's ever been.
My alloys.
Well, like this is aluminum, I think. Actually, this might be steel. It's hard to tell because it's the. It doesn't say.
It has a good ring to it, though.
It's probably steel actually.
Yeah.
But like knife blades, those are all like 440 alloy 440 steel, stainless.
Oh, so you actually know all your stuff now.
Yeah,
Because of working with it.
like this. Yeah. So this probably somewhere on here says 440. Of course it doesn't. It says stainless. But yeah. So yeah, I mean, I know a little bit. I don't know about most of the properties of stuff. I just kind of know how to cut metal.
I
know
into what it has to be.
Well, we don't machine it or anything. We just cut it. So I just cut the length. I know just enough about it to know like how hard or dense it is, so I know what to turn the saw settings to.
Hey.
But that's about it.
Hey man, if you like it, that's
I love it.
That's rare now.
Oh yeah, I love my job.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's a good gig.
That's good.
Yeah.
So, anything else new?
Oh, let's see.
I'm trying to think. There was stuff I wanted to bring up with you.
Well, you trying to remember it now?
Yeah, like, a day to remember. I guess this isn't the day.
Freaking love a day to remember.
Yeah. So, that fight, huh?
Oh my gosh.
McGregor fight?
That was actually a great fight. Everyone thought that fight was going to suck, but that fight was 1,000 times better than the Pacquiao-Mayweather fight.
It was a boxing fight, so it was only as good as it could be.
Yeah.
But
I mean, look, McGregor still got knocked out, sort of. It was a TKO.
It was fatigue.
It was a fatigue kick. Oh, I like that. That's clever. So yeah.
I mean, he got rope-a-doped.
But for he got rope-a-doped. For a non-boxer though, I mean, let's see. Pacquiao is like one of the best. Would you consider him one of the best boxers of all time?
For the little I know, yeah.
Yeah, me too. So. And Mayweather and McGregor, as a non-boxer, landed 30 more punches on Mayweather than Pacquiao did.
Right.
I mean, let that sink in. That's pretty crazy.
Yeah, the second most of anyone ever.
Yeah.
I'm trying
Which
to
is
think
insane. The other one was the guy. What's his name?
Canelo or something?
Canelo. That's the guy that should have beat him, right?
Yeah, I think so.
So there was some sort of technicality or something. Yeah. I don't know. I don't really follow boxing.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, I think Mayweather probably paid off the refs or something.
It's all UFC for me, man. But
yeah,
we had to cover that fight because
it involved UFC,
and it's the once like nothing like that ever happened.
Even if you're know nothing about anything when it comes to fighting, when it comes to boxing or UFC, like you gotta watch.
Oh yeah, there are people that are like, I don't even really know why I'm watching it,
but I know it's a big deal, so let's watch it.
There was Colin Cowherd was like, if there was ever a moment to wake up your kids in the middle of the night to watch history, it's this.
It's that, yeah, exactly. I actually, it's funny you say that. There's only been a couple times where I've waken up in the middle of the night for sports. Mm-hmm. The one I'll always remember, though, is when the Cubs won the World Series.
Oh, well,
so, yeah. Not to get sidetracked.
You were so young then when you got.
No, this was last year.
I know.
Yeah. Oh.
Let's talk about like childhood memories. You're like, oh man, way back.
Well, no, I'll never forget it though because of just how insane it was.
Oh yeah.
I mean, they went into extra innings. Like, what was it? The Cubs were leading, and then I think Rajai Davis hit a home run for the Indians to tie the game. It went into extras, but before it went into extras, it was rain delayed.
Yeah.
So it was delayed going into extras, and they went to extras, and it was just insane. I know that game probably didn't end until like 1:30, and I was so tired at work the next day, but man, was it worth it.
Yeah, no, I was up for it too, and I was like, feeling it, but everyone was so pumped at work it was worth it.
Oh, for sure. Like, you can't miss that. It hadn't happened in 108 years.
108 stitches in a baseball. A lot of creepy stuff. Weird stuff happened with that.
That's right. I forgot about all those little connections there that people were making.
Something about a goat. I don't remember.
Oh, the Murphy the goat. I can't remember the whole story.
Yeah,
the guy cursed the Cubs at the goat, and
the goat died or something.
I don't even remember.
Like of old age.
The goat won. The curse of the goat is no longer relevant. So
yeah,
I can't remember.
Peace, Murphy.
Just a year ago, I knew the whole thing, and now I don't remember. It sucks. Things go in one ear and out the other sometimes.
They gave a ring to that guy that botched that Powerball.
Yeah, what's his name? Steve.
Buscemi.
No,
I don't know. I don't think I would know it.
No, I know it. What the heck? I know it. It's Steve Bartman. Steve Bartman.
Nice.
Steve Bartman. Yeah. Yeah, they gave him a ring.
It's good. Just think of Bartman, like from Batman, Simpsons. Bartman.
That's amazing.
They tried to get him like in a public appearance, and he still didn't want to do it.
Yeah,
it's been so long. He's still in hiding.
Yeah, it's correct. Well, well, that was what 2002 when he
around there.
Yeah,
say late 90s, but yeah.
I mean,
2002.
That guy, his life was ruined over something in sports, which is ridiculous. Because I mean, sports should never make or break someone's life.
Yeah, and that was such a quick second. It was a second of reaction.
Anybody would have reached for the ball. That is not exclusive to Steve Bartman.
Yeah.
If you were sitting there, you would have done the same thing. If I was sitting there, I would have done the same thing.
Fielder right in the mouth, so I could catch the ball.
Yeah, I would have been like, and look, let's not forget that there was a whole. So that was Game 6. They still had to play Game 7. Well, Steve Bartman had nothing to do with Game 7.
Yeah, you can't blame Bartman for it.
No, exactly.
But I think that's why they gave him a ring. Like, hey, sorry about your life.
Sorry about your life. Sorry we ruined you.
Of those moments, I'm trying to think. The 2008 Stanley Cup, I was definitely woken up.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yep.
That was nuts.
Yeah, that was nuts.
You want to talk about Marian Hossa? His little stint there. So he was with the Penguins for that.
Yep. And then he comes here.
And then we lose.
And then we lose to the Penguins. Yeah.
Oh my god. And then he went with Chicago the next year and finally got it.
He finally got it. So he was there 3 years in a row and got it on the third try.
I just wanted to see his face after the second.
It's like, man, I came to Detroit hoping to get the ring, and now I'm losing my opportunity to the team I left
and lost with.
And yeah, exactly.
That was my favorite little thing to look at.
That's a funny little tidbit of info.
It was a good time. He's got a weird shot.
Yeah, he does. I don't really follow hockey a whole lot, but I kind of know a little bit about him. You know, how he was with Pittsburgh, lost to the Wings, came to the Wings, lost to Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
And then went to the Blackhawks. It was pretty funny.
Jerk. We got Little Caesars Arena.
Oh, yeah,
Apparently the Red Wings aren't, real expected to do too good.
No, they're not.
About the arena.
I'm super excited about the arena. Did Kid Rock open it up on Friday, or is that coming up this week?
Yeah, no, it already happened. I don't remember what night, but...
So it's officially already hosting events.
It's open.
That's amazing.
They were, close on whether it would be ready or not, but...
They were super close, because they didn't cut the ribbon until, Wednesday?
I think it was Thursday night, man.
That's insane.
My aunt was somehow involved with the construction, and she got a black tie event to go to.
Oh no way.
When it was the first exclusive look at it, and people that worked on it and stuff. That was it.
Oh, that's so crazy.
I was like, I wish I do you more.
Why aren't you bringing me with you?
They're like, no, we can't bring +1s.
I've been like, yes, you can.
That's okay.
You have to.
Yeah, we'll go.
Give me your ID. I'll pretend to be you.
Well, I mean, it's like I finally get to go. Derek stole my identity. Crap. Guess I'll have to wait for December 2nd.
That's the UFC fight. Yeah.
218, man.
And I know my brother had been bugging me to go see Imagine Dragons at Little Caesars Arena. And eventually he's like, look, I don't even want to go see Imagine Dragons. I just want to way into the arena. And then it turns out WWE was coming for Hell in a Cell. And he's like, you know what? Screw it. We're not going to go see Imagine Dragons. We're definitely going to see Hell in a Cell. And when he found out the UFC was coming, he's like, never mind, screw it. We're not going to Hell in a Cell. We're definitely going to UFC.
It just kept getting better.
Exactly.
Better.
So now we're set on UFC. Tickets for that go on sale when? October 13th?
13th, but we can probably get them on the 11th because I got inside.
Ooh, look at you go.
It's just Fight Pass, but yeah.
That's pretty sweet.
Yeah, I remember we were sitting in a bar. It was it was in a B-dubs. It had to be maybe Holloway, Aldo, 212, maybe 214. No, it was 214 when it was Jones Cormier.
Oh, yeah.
And
not too long ago.
They kind of just flashed up like the upcoming schedule, and we just like zeroed in the middle of all these random words, UFC 218 at Detroit. And we started flipping out.
Yeah. I didn't find out that. It's weird. I was watching that fight, but I didn't catch that. I didn't know until a couple days later that they had announced they were coming to Little Caesars Arena, and that's pretty sweet, because you said that's the first time they've ever been here, right?
First time in 10 years.
First time in 10 years. Wow.
So it was like Machida and Rampage last time they were here.
Wow.
It's too long.
Man, see, I don't really follow UFC, so I don't even know who those people are.
Yeah, well, they're like back in the day UFC.
Back in the day, old school.
Before people were really, really good.
Yeah. I wonder if they'd even be coming here if it wasn't for Little Caesars Arena.
See, like 6 months ago, we said when they announced they were going to make Little Caesars Arena, I bet UFC comes here because they love new arenas.
Oh, yeah.
They always go.
I mean, everyone does it, right?
Yeah, really. Like that WWE thing I didn't even know about, but I'm sure it's because it's a new arena.
Well, maybe. The WWE loves Detroit.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Here?
Oh, yeah. Let's see. I didn't get into WWE until 2009. No, that's not true. WrestleMania 24. Yeah, maybe 2009. I don't remember. Anyway, I've been to 7 WWE events. So they come like at least once a year, sometimes twice. I know they came here like 3 times this year, just to, say bye to the Joe and everything. But they're always here at least once a year.
Was it usually the Joe?
It was always the Joe.
It was always the Joe?
Except for WrestleMania 23. That was at Ford Field.
Ford Field.
And before that, it was WrestleMania 3, like 30 years ago. That was at the Silverdome.
So that's like the big one. Man, I remember, I don't know if we really liked wrestling or if it was just one of the 3 stations we got at my mom's house. But I remember loving Kane.
Oh, dude,
Black
Kane.
and red, like
Kane's
7 foot
hardcore.
tall.
Yeah. He's one half of the Brothers of Destruction.
Just like do something with his arms and there'd be flames out the sides of everything.
Come out of the turnbuckles. Yeah, he's crazy.
He's running for mayor in some
state.
Tennessee.
Yeah, it's so weird. It's so weird. I don't get it.
It's pretty nuts.
Well, like Jesse Ventura was the governor of Minnesota.
Yeah.
As a wrestler.
And The Rock is going to be president in the next
The Rock may
years.
be president. Yeah, you never know, man. So, I mean... Well, and then you had Arnold. I mean, he wasn't a wrestler.
Yeah,
but...
I mean, he was governor.
And
it was bodybuilding and then acting.
Yeah. But even Trump is in the WWE Hall of Fame. Heck,
well, yeah.
Linda McMahon, the wife of Vince McMahon, is like the head of the Small Business Association or whatever. So she's in Trump's cabinet. It's weird.
Yeah. It's pretty much just going to be a WWE.
It could be. You got Rock as president. You got Stone Cold as your...
Vice president?
Oh, man, that'd be sweet.
That'd be weird.
Yeah, that'd be really weird. Too bad Ted DiBiase isn't around. He could be treasurer, $1 Million Man.
I want like who's that one? The Iron Sheik could have been their like foreign affairs guy. Is that insensitive? Maybe.
Yeah, no. Wait a minute, hold on. Now that I said Ted DiBiase, he may be around still. I don't know.
Those guys beat themselves up back in the day.
Yeah, they do. But that's funny.
That would be good.
Foreign affairs.
Yeah.
That's funny. The Iron Sheik.
That dude was actually legitimate. Like, he would do that where he lifts the weights that are really long over his shoulders.
Yeah.
Like, people cannot do that.
No. I mean, no. So, okay, so just because some of the WWE's fake doesn't mean that...
Jacked.
Yeah, right. They're still strong. They're still... I mean, look, you can't fake jumping off a 15-foot ladder onto a table.
Right.
You can't fake jumping off the, 25-foot to Hell in a Cell.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you can't fake that stuff. The outcome might be decided, but...
You're going through some hell to get there.
Exactly. You're going through...
You need, athletic ability.
Oh, yeah. I mean, these guys are doing flips off turnbuckles. They're picking up 400-pound guys. Not 400, but like 300-pound guys. Throwing them out of the ring. I mean, look at the Big Show. There's dudes... John Cena can pick up the Big Show. Explain that. That's not fake.
That's craziness.
That's just being just a monster.
Good example is Brock Lesnar.
No, that dude's a monster.
He left there and just became UFC champ.
He became UFC now. In the first fight there, he got his butt kicked, right?
Way back in the day?
Yeah, when he first left the WWE, you go UFC.
Trying to think who he would have fought then.
I don't even know.
Man, Randy Couture or...
I don't know, but whatever it was, he became a powerhouse in the UFC, right?
Oh, yeah.
And then he made his way back to WWE.
Yeah, I mean, the pay was better.
Yeah.
Probably.
But it just goes to show that even those guys can... Even the guys that You know, oh, they're not real. It's fake. Yeah, but they can go and contend in UFC.
Ronda Rousey showed up there, didn't she?
Yeah, she did. Who I was just reading. Who said that they would love to
with
fight
The Rock and her,
along with her? Oh yeah, that was at WrestleMania.
Just kind of made an appearance.
Yeah, she hit or slapped or tackled. I think Stephanie McMahon. I don't know, so long ago. I haven't watched wrestling in a while.
Yeah.
But
just don't have time for it.
Yeah, and I don't like the roster anymore.
That's fair.
I miss guys like Edge and
Kane.
Well, the Hardy Brothers are back. Kane, Undertaker. The Hardy Brothers are back now, which is cool. I miss CM Punk.
Yeah, he tried UFC and got wrecked.
Wait, that already happened? I didn't know he fought.
It was in Cleveland. We were there.
Oh my god. So is he done now?
I think so. His ear got so messed up that it had its own Twitter account within an hour of the fight.
Oh no. What? I haven't seen a picture of that. Oh, yeah, man.
He just got pretty much beat up. It was by a rookie, Mickey Gall.
He got beat by a rookie?
Yeah, but this kid is, I think, still undefeated. He's very good, but people didn't know at the time. But yeah,
right.
He's beaten people that he was a big underdog to. So, you know, they put him against CM Punk. And
who was also a rookie.
Punk just got
destroyed.
Yeah, immediately, like, couple shots and then rear naked choke.
Oh, no.
Maybe a minute into the fight.
That's it? That's all it lasted?
I think that maybe 2 minutes.
Oh,
it was first round.
That's embarrassing.
Poor CM Punk. There were people in the streets of Cleveland so positive CM Punk would win, and we were like, no.
I mean...
It's exciting and cool that he's doing it, but no.
Yeah.
I think he could win, just not at UFC level.
No, well, what's it before that? Just MMA?
Well, I mean, there's amateur series all over. There's like, on last Saturday, there was Harley Davidson, some big Harley Davidson around here held amateur MMA for Midwest region.
Oh, wow.
Like, sometimes they'll go to the Joe, but...
I know they've been to, like, the Plaza up the street.
Really?
Yeah.
That would be a cool place to see it.
Yeah, they had, you know what I'm talking about, right? Where we had our prom?
Yeah. It seemed like most of the people that graduated with us at some point worked at the Palazzo.
Oh, dude, I know so many people that worked there.
Yeah.
And there was always this one guy that they all hated, and I can't remember his name. Oh, no. I think it was Miami.
His name was Miami?
I think his name was Miami.
I don't even like
him.
They
didn't hate him, but they all complained about him, like, all the time. Like, Miami made me do this or this or this, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, didn't give me the day off.
That's funny. It was literally like, I knew more people in high school that worked there than didn't.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, it seemed like everyone worked there. It's funny because that place was only been around for 7 years.
It was fairly new when we had the prom there.
Yeah. I mean, it's a nice place, but yeah, it seemed like everyone worked there.
Yeah, no, it was a good time.
It was pretty funny.
That's smart business. Do they own the funeral home next door or no?
I don't know, but it is smart because the banquet hall, the funeral home, and the
what else is there?
The flower plate. What the heck are those called?
Oh yeah. Florist, I guess.
Yeah, the florist. All right in a row.
Yeah.
And then
they
there's just
own all of it. That'd be the way to go.
Yeah. But whoever owns that florist was a genius for putting it right next to the banquet hall and the funeral home.
It's like the guy who gets the medical marijuana shop and puts a Taco Bell next
to it. Yeah, exactly.
There's a lot of that.
It's genius.
There's a lot.
It's exactly the same. Wait, that actually exists?
Oh, yeah.
Taco Bell's next to those?
Yeah, go,
oh my gosh.
Like 9 Mile. Because apparently it's still illegal in Detroit, but out on the outskirts of the city, like all around, there's so many of those shops. And they all got so many Taco Bells. That's a weird drive.
Oh, that's great though. I mean, it's a genius business decision.
Well, yeah, you're just printing money between those two places.
Yeah.
And then, we were down there because Allen Park was where that Lions training camp was at.
Oh, yeah.
And then from there, we went to Ferndale for Brendan Schaub did stand-up. He's a former UFC heavyweight, and then he's been on Joe Rogan's podcast a bunch, and he has his own. But he told the story of when he, like, got to, like, a pretty much elimination match for heavyweight championship that was against Travis Brown before he was terrible.
Okay.
And told the story of just, like, the fight was going so good, and then he woke up in the corner of the ring not knowing what the hell happened, and he had to pick his stuff up and walk out not knowing. It's like, it's crazy through his eyes. He was a funny dude.
Was he actually doing, like, stand-up comedy?
Yeah, it was more like storytelling, but he was funny, too. He had jokes. But then at the end, he just it's an egg-like joke.
What?
I don't know. Just kind of flowed.
That seems yolky right there.
Over easy, but no, he left it open to like questions. It was a small little place, maybe like 200 people in here, and he opened it up to questions, and everybody was just asking him UFC stuff or Conor McGregor fight. He was involved with the analysis for that fight, so it was all
for the McGregor Mayweather fight.
Yeah, he was like the MMA analyst that they brought in.
Oh, this happened after the fight. This was like super recent.
It was before the fight.
Oh, okay, I gotcha.
It was just before the fight. Maybe 2 weeks before I came over here for it.
No way.
But yeah, he opened it up for questions, and then Ben asked a question and calls on Ben, and he's just like, yeah, we have a podcast called On the Button. And I was like, oh, God. We're about to get, like, just ridiculed by Brendan Schaub in front of 200 people for trying to plug our show. And then Ben goes, so I was just wondering, since yours is so successful, if you have any, like, advice for us. And I was like, that's good. That's actually very good. And he kind of stopped, and he seemed to really like the question. And he was just like, just because, like, my show is me and my buddy, and I'm a fighter and he's a comedian, don't just do that. Don't just find a fighter and a comedian. Just
right. Make
sure it's, like, your buddy.
Yeah.
And he's like, yay, that's what we are.
We're buddies! Yay. You hear that, Punky?
Oh.
We're gonna be good because we're buddies.
It's gonna be funny because some of the people I have on here are not gonna be buddies.
Like who?
I don't know. Whoever wants to do it, I'm gonna do it.
Pull a random dude off the street?
Yeah.
Just start asking him
somebody I meet at the bar. What's up, guy? You wanna riff about stuff?
That's funny. Yeah, I mean, you can make that work.
I don't know how this show's gonna go, really.
Well, what you could do is you could just... you could bring this down before UFC, just interview people.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's going to be on the button all day. We have a lot of places.
Oh, yeah, right. You have another podcast just for that.
Yeah.
But...
we're about to hit 50 episodes there. That's
exciting. Gosh. What is it, one a week?
It's usually almost 2 a week because they always have a fight, so we do a preview and recap.
No way. This is so cool. I don't have an iPhone, so I don't know how to listen to it.
Yeah, our tech guy gave up on the YouTube thing, so...
Oh, seriously?
We're trying to get it onto
Ben's brother,
Google Play, which would be...
that'd be sweet.
That would be the Android version, right?
Yeah.
Pretty much.
But I thought you were on iTunes.
We are on iTunes.
So he gave up on YouTube?
We tried to put it on YouTube too, but we're only on iTunes.
Okay.
We use SoundCloud to get to iTunes. I'm not real deep in that stuff. That was our tech guy. That was Ben's little brother.
Ben's little brother?
Yeah.
And he gave up on that?
Yeah, well, he went out to college, and even before, he stopped doing the YouTube thing just because...
But he
gave up on it.
He's still able to do the iTunes thing, though?
I'm actually able to do it now.
Oh, serious? Is that free?
Taking it over. No.
No.
We won't disclose how it's being paid for. For legal reasons. Don't look into it, but...
I admit to nothing.
Yeah, no, I think this show will be fun. I think people... are gonna because have you ever been on a podcast, Derek?
No, this is my first time.
It's gonna be interesting going back and listening to yourself talk.
It's gonna be
a weird experience.
Yeah, I would imagine.
And I think it's only good for you. Like, people learn how to talk better.
Yeah.
Like, and I can't say that because I'm terrible at talking.
This
is only gonna help me,
right?
Too.
Yeah, it'll help you in front of crowds and people and on stage and whatever, but it'll help you for the podcast as well.
Yeah, and like people are gonna showing their family and friends and whatever, whoever's on.
Weird though, because I just feel like I'm having a recorded conversation with you.
That's exactly.
I'm talking to a podcast.
That's exactly what it is.
Yeah, that's pretty sweet.
You just can't be nervous.
I'm not nervous at all.
Not nervous at all.
Especially since no one's listened to this yet.
Yeah, that's
right.
The best part
There's no one hearing this except for you.
When I start doing these on YouTube Live, then people might get nervous.
Yeah, then there's you actually.
No taxis back.
Exactly. It's out there. There's no editing. There's nothing. Although I don't think you said you were gonna edit this anyway. So.
Yeah, but you haven't coughed, so.
I did once.
Yeah, it was quick.
And now that you said that, I want to.
Do it.
Wait, ready?
Yeah. Oh, he dabbed, guys. I know you can't see it because it's a podcast, but he dabbed.
I'm such a douche.
Derek, thank you for doing the first show. I'm going to make you do that scream thing, though. That's my favorite thing. I love you, but that's not what I was going for.
Oh, what were you going for?
I was going for the more metal scream.
Wait, hold on. I can't. I'm sick. I can't.
I love that you went with the monkey one though.
I can't do it. I'm sick.
Oh really? So you've gotten better at the chicken, or whatever, but not at the...
Yeah, I can... No, what the heck? I can do the chicken attack thing, but I can't do the...
Chicken attack. It's kind of there. You can tell it's not as good as you.
I can't do it. I can't do it right now. What the heck?
No, you did it in Red Robin and I lost my shit. I was so excited. I was so pumped when you did that. Like, I wish I could do it louder. Just hold it closer. Yeah.
But I can't do it.
Inhale? Are you inhaling for that? Mm-hmm. Does it hurt the vocal cords in it?
No, you can't even
So it's because you're inhaling.
Yeah, but I don't know.
Maybe. I don't know.
I don't really know how I do it, to be totally honest.
I feel like every single, person that can scream has a different way.
Oh, they do. There's right ways and there's wrong ways. Like Oliver Sykes from Bring Me the Horizon blew out his vocal cords, screaming the wrong way. Mm. I mean, so there's definitely wrong ways.
And Papa Roach just had Jacoby Shaddix just had surgery on his.
For what? I mean, that dude barely screams.
He screams.
Seriously? I mean, I guess I don't listen to them enough. I listened to not the last album, but the one before that.
I don't know by album.
I don't know what it was called, man.
Maybe The Connection.
That was it.
That one went around really. Like everybody had that one.
Man, wait, not The Connection. No, because if that's the one that went around, then it's definitely. I can't touch my phone, so I couldn't tell you. But it's the one with.
Proud of you. Give me any song.
There's a song talks about swinging.
Oh yeah, no, that is The Connection.
Oh, it's The Connection.
The one still swinging.
Yeah, that's it.
I think Papa Roach is my favorite band.
Seriously?
Yeah.
No way.
Their live performance makes me lose it. Like,
have you seen them live?
Oh, it's too many times.
Yeah. Oh, I've never seen them live. That'd be cool. Did you see them at the Carnival of Madness? I think they were there with Shinedown.
No, I wanted to really bad.
Yeah.
My stepmom did.
Seriously?
That counts.
What the heck? Wait, why'd she go and you didn't?
She's into that stuff, man. She's going to Riff Fest on the 29th.
What's Riff Fest?
Riff Fest is Rob Zombie, Five Finger, Hailstorm.
Oh, what?
Pop Evil.
Presented by the Riff?
Yeah.
No way!
First annual.
Where's this at and when?
This is DTE in the 29th.
Oh, I can't go!
Oh, no! You're missing all the good concerts.
I know! Are you going?
No, I couldn't afford to do that, and I decided self-help over that.
Oh, yeah, I would too.
Yeah,
like 4 shizzles.
Plus, I've seen every single band on that lineup at least once.
At the Riff Fest?
Yeah.
You've seen Rob Zombie?
Rock on the Range.
Oh, wow.
And Five Finger, and Hailstorm, and Pop Evil twice, cool. And
Pop Evil
Greta Van Fleet, that like Frankenmuth band.
Oh, so seriously? I've heard of them, but I don't know a single song by them.
They're making it there too, and Riff Fest is like, the Riff is like, hey, you're the local one to bring on, and Pop Evil.
Yeah, Pop Evil's local, yep. And, although, aren't they from the west side of the state?
Yeah, I think they're Grand Rapids area.
Yeah.
But I remember I saw them when they were like nobody opening for like Seether and Godsmack, and people didn't even know that they were from Detroit or Michigan. And he wore a Wings jersey, the drummer did, and everyone's like, yay!
Yay! He recognizes us. Oh, that's great.
All right, Derek, thanks a lot, man.
Hey, thanks, man. That was awesome. That was cool. That was fun.
Again? A lot of handshake gestures.
Yeah, handshake gestures just happened.
Anybody that enjoyed the podcast and wants to be on it, reach out. And if not, I'm going to come find you. Kyle Hyde is next.
Kyle Hyde's next. Oh, Kyle Hyde. Oh, man, let's see. I can't do it.
It was pretty good.
But let's see if I can do the dolphin, right?
Here we go. Okay. Hey, isn't that a swear word in SpongeBob?
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
What was it?
Oh, I don't know.
No, try it again. Oh. Do it again.